everyone, this is Jamerica 5288. This is what I do when everybody's asleep. Well, almost everybody. So I have my little pots out here and I have 3 packs of seeds. I wanted some tea today and I realized I didn't have any fever grass or lemongrass tea. They're in the same family, they're similar. So I bought some seeds, some lemongrass seeds, and the germination for these seeds vary. That's what Baker Creek says. It requires heat, humidity, moist, rich, sharply drained soil. Lemongrass typically has irregular germination. Extra seeds are provided. Sow thick for best results. Can be overwintered in containers or indoors. So they gave me a bunch of seeds, and this is my second attempt to germinate these seeds. So I have some soil in this pitcher here. Let me take, I'm gonna do this one for the lemongrass. And I'm going to just grab some of this wet soil out of here. My table is getting full. It's always like this time of year. And I decided that I'm gonna start them in the regular containers this year. I believe it's gonna take up less room, we'll see. We will see. That's my plan and I'm sticking to it. So, all right, I'm going to put the soil here. And this is Texas native soil and it's pretty well drained. It drains pretty well. So hopefully this is good enough for these seeds. And they said to sow them densely, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. Put a lot of them in here, not clumps. I don't want clumps, I just want a lot. Put the rest of them back. Make sure they're not, I mean, they're on there, but I don't want them on top of each other. Okay, and then, do I have any on my hand? And then I am going to put a little bit of soil on top. I still got seeds on my hand. Make sure they're not on there. Okay. Put a little bit of soil on top. Try not to get ones with big old sticks in it. And I'm going to cover them up lightly. And we'll see what happens this time. If not, I'm going to cheat. And by cheat, I'm going to go to the supermarket and get one and start using rooted. Let me put it that way. I know there are some gardeners who don't particularly care for that method because I've heard it on the internet. But you got to do what you got to do in order to get the stuff that you want. And if it takes me, let's see, just hanging on the end. If it takes me using something that I purchased from the supermarket to get a plant that I cannot get to start by seed, then so be it. Talk about me. I'm still a gardener. May not be in your eyes, but I am. So that is lemongrass. I'm gonna put the seed packet, oh gosh, it got wet. Did the seeds get wet? See, this is why I don't like paper seeds, paper bag seeds. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. So the next seed that I wanna start, and I've had very good results with this. This is my second time with this same pack of seeds. Well, maybe not. I bought this in 2023. Yeah, this is from last year. Last year, I planted these and I didn't know what they were. I thought they were carrots. They did so well. And this year I should be able to harvest some asparagus because I'm on my second year. So they're in containers. Hopefully they come back up. I put them in a grow tent with the citrus so that they would get the chill hours, but they wouldn't freeze. And I'm praying that they don't freeze. If they do, well, these are my backup. You know, you live and learn. So these are black seeds. So but they're big seeds. They're about the size of a beet seed. You know what that is. And I'm just gonna sprinkle them in here, just like I did last year. Get them all in there. I just dropped one and I don't know where it went. I heard it, but I can't find it. Asparagus are strong plants. They're perennials. So you plant them, they're gonna come up, and they're probably gonna survive. I love asparagus, and I don't want to pay for it anymore, just like I said last year. So I'm gonna put it in this little pot, and I know it's gonna grow. I knew it's gonna grow. I have faith that it will grow. Well, they say if you have faith of mustard seed, and I've grown mustards. I know. Don't brag. It's not me. It's just that I have faith. I have the faith of a mustard seed. So there's our asparagus. And if you want to know what type of asparagus I grew last year, it was, and I have videos on it, it's Mary Washington, and it's from Baker Creek. So that one goes right there. And there are people who say that they put it in, they cover it with plastic and all that stuff, and all that's good. They'll still germinate as long as you water your seeds when you plant them. Most likely, in most cases, they'll germinate, and you'll have them in your yard. Some people, they just throw seeds in a little thing like this and put it outside and wait for it to grow. They don't give it any special, because if you put it outside and grow it, you don't have to harden it off. And hardening off is not easy. You have to, if you start it indoors, the seed does not get the wind that it does outside, and it makes the plant weaker. So you have to slowly introduce it to outside. So you go like the first day, the first time you'll, let me clean some of this up. The first day you'll stick it out there maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then you just slowly increase the time outside until finally you leave it out there so that the plant does not go into shock. Otherwise it'll dry, most likely it'll suffer. It may not die on you, but it'll suffer. It may die back. Nobody wants to do that. You don't want to weaken your plant after all of this time. See how early I'm starting this thing? So I'm just trying to get the water off the table. I'm sorry, guys. All right. So this is a new thing for me, strawberry seeds. I didn't know you could grow them. I knew there were strawberries had seeds, but I have never, ever tried to grow them. So we'll see. 'Cause I don't want to buy the roots anymore. Even when I was in high school for agriculture, we bought the roots. We bought the starts. We didn't start it from seed. So this is my very first time starting strawberry seeds. Push that down. Here we go with this water again. Oh, I'll put too much water in these things. Put too much water in the bucket. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, my dear. Okay, here we go. So I don't know what these seeds look like. I've only seen seeds on an actual strawberry, so there's not a lot in here. Ooh, they're the size of a mustard seed. They are tiny. Tiny. I don't know if I want to put anything over this. Let's say on this, it says start indoors 4 to 8 weeks prior to the last frost. Barely cover lightly with soil. Do not allow soil to dry out or direct sow about the time of the last frost. I'm not putting any soil on here. These things are tiny. They're the size of a mustard seed or a callaloo seed. They're really small. I'm just gonna spray them in with my spray bottle. Okay, I'm just gonna save some. Eat some now, save some for later. Remember now, later. I'm gonna plant some now and save some for later, just in case I have to regroup. So those are the 3 seeds that I'm planting. And I'm gonna get a piece of straw or something and mark them so I'll know what they are. So I don't, mistake an asparagus for carrots again. This is Jamerica 5288. This is just a impromptu planting of strawberries, lemongrass, and asparagus. None of these things are related, with one exception. I can grow these over and over again from the same plant. So be optimistic. When these germinate and become beautiful plants, they will last forever if I take care of them. This is Jamerica 5288. I thank you guys for being with me, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Plant your stuff. Put it on, put it in an area that you don't use, like my dining room table. I don't use it. Bye, y'all.